and welcome back to a reverse engineering 3D printing. Now, I broke a part to a radio at work. Well, it was broken, so I just kind of ripped it out of there, but the parts, it could not switch from radio to tape or CD or anything, so I decided just to take it out and try to fix it, because the tabs here and here are broken. They were just broken off. So I'm designing a part that's able to switch everything, switch back and forth. So let's go pop into Fusion 360 and get it done. This will help you with different skill sets and creating your own thing, because you're probably never going to make the same exact thing for your radio unless you happen to have the same exact radio. It's just life skills for 3D printing. Okay, now that we're in Fusion 360, we're going to be making, well, reverse engineering this part right here. As you can see, this little piece. So the first thing we need to do is take the basic measurements and go to create sketch on the green-red plane. I believe X and Y. And then the next thing we want to do is find calipers, roller, anything will work. Calipers are better. And then we'll want to find the first few dimensions on the best side of your object. What would be the easiest side to print from? I'm going to print from this view on the printer bed, so the widest area with the most surface area on the build plate. So now we're going to zero out our calipers at 0, and then we want to start measuring out our areas. Like I am getting. So now I'll take the rectangle tool, and it's 6 deep and it is 24 long. And then right in the center there's another triangle, so we're going to hit L for line, and the center points. Draw that. And then for the data, for where it's pointing to, we're going to hit R, center point triangle, and just create a little, not triangle, center point rectangle. And just put a hole in it. And then out the back we want this thing, which is wide. There it is. At least the piece that I do have to make solid is going to be it's hard to measure some of these things. We'll just make that 8. Which means I'll need 16, because I'm doing center point squares. And I'll take the trim tool, which is T, and we'll start trimming out these lines that we don't need. So now we got our little basic thing right here. Another thing is now we also needed, this is for a radio, and on the parts that need to stick down and switch a little lever inside there, I don't know how long they need to be, or how even wide, but I'm assuming they'll need to be about 2 wide, and 12 seems pretty reasonably long. Might even need to be longer, I don't know. But that's, I have to test in the radio to see if it works. Radio at work. So then we have this, go back to trim out these lines. Oh, can't do that. Maybe. Okay. So now, thing is, how wide? It's 10 wide, but I want it to fit in there snugly, but through a 9.5 printer tolerances. And as you can see, this thing doesn't look all that nice. So I go to chamfers and just start chamfering the edges. That's a good chamfer on that. Then we'll want to put a couple more, make it smoother. And the rest of that's just going to be in the printer. Not printer. In the thing. So now this looks correct and everything. So then we're going to transport it to Cura. And we're going to put it in settings. Okay, now we're going to import the file into Cura. I saved it as radio switch. Sometimes it's hard to find. Alright, so there's not much settings to work with. I'm going to be printing this at 1.5, 0.8 thicknesses. I don't want to let this part to break, so turn the infill down at 50%. I'll just raise it up to 13 mil. Build temperature 200, plate 60. The limit is, I only want a skirt, I'll print all at once. Alright, now we're going to go save this as a printer. Unplug my lights. So that's gonna fall on me. Where to plug these things in. Okay, it's in. So then I want to go to save to removable drive. Eject. Now it's ready to print. Really took any time at all. Even in there. Alright. Oh, it's time to print it. Well, as you can see, I printed really fine detail. I printed each layer height at like 0.075 millimeters, and that you can only just barely feel the layer lines. But yeah, see you next video. Stop by, like, subscribe, maybe.